For years, Selena Gomez's heartbreak didn't just happen to her. The world watched it happen. People dissected her relationships, analyzed her heartbreaks, and turned pieces of her pain into headlines. And then, after all that, she found someone who made her feel safe. Not perfect, just safe. And I think the way Selena found her happy ending is the part we should actually be talking about. Let's talk about the bravest decision she ever made. Imagine having your heartbreak become entertainment for people you've never even met. Imagine opening your phone after a breakup and seeing strangers explaining why your relationship ended like they were there to begin with. Selena lived through years of that while navigating real health struggles in that same spotlight. It would have been so easy to decide, that's it, I'm done, I'm never letting anyone get that close again. But guess what? She didn't. She kept believing love was worth finding. She just became more careful about who she gave access to. So, do you realize how brave it was to keep her heart open even after all of that? So, here's the lesson: you don't have to become harder because someone hurt you. You can become wiser. Learn to recognize what hurts you without becoming afraid of everyone that might love you. Closing your heart can protect you from pain, but it can also keep you from the love you haven't met yet. And Selena Gomez? Well, she hadn't met hers yet either. On to my favorite part. Here comes Benny. Here's the beautiful part about Selena Gomez's story. Selena and Benny didn't begin as some dramatic Hollywood romance. They already knew each other for years. They had worked together, made music together, and seen exactly who each person is long before anything romantic was ever attached to them. Maybe that's why this one feels different. Because by the time romance entered the picture, she wasn't falling for a fantasy. She'd known him for years. So she knew exactly what she was getting. So instead of asking if you feel butterflies, maybe ask, have I actually had enough time to see who this person is? Because attraction can happen in a night. Character, on the other hand, takes time. Let someone show you who they are before you set yourself up for disaster by building a future around someone who you hope they'll become. Now, let's talk about the most profound thing Selena Gomez has ever said about her man. Selena has said Benny makes her feel the safest she has ever felt. That word might sound almost too simple until you've known the exact opposite. After enough heartbreak, uncertainty can start to feel like chemistry. Waiting for the text, wondering where you stand. Honestly, that's exhausting. And when you've lived in that kind of emotional uncertainty long enough, peace can actually feel strange at first. But Selena wasn't looking for another roller coaster. She'd already ridden enough of those. And so she values the peace that Benny came with. So please, don't underestimate peace. Someone who gives you peace isn't boring. Someone who communicates isn't too much. Sometimes the healthiest love feels different because you're not constantly fighting to keep it. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to decode it. You just know. Now, this is the sweetest part of all. See, Selena and Benny didn't just fall in love, they became each other's biggest cheerleaders. They even made an entire album together, celebrating each other's work instead of competing for the spotlight. And Benny has said that when he met her, he knew almost instantly. The biggest lesson? Find someone who's genuinely happy when you win, not someone who quietly competes with your success. Love isn't just about who holds you when you're falling apart. It's also about who's standing beside you, clapping when you finally win. I know she got married sounds like the obvious ending, but that's not what makes this beautiful. It's everything that came before it: the heartbreak, the scrutiny, the years of strangers having opinions about who she should love. And after all that, she didn't end up with the loudest love story. She ended up with the one that made her feel at home. So if you've been hurt before, don't let your past convince you that love is supposed to hurt, because that's a lie. Don't chase chaos because it feels familiar or it's what's being projected on social media as the real deal, because it's not. And don't reject peace because you're waiting for fireworks. And one more thing, there's no deadline on this. Love